Hi there, I'm meteorologist Robert Spetta. I do want to say a big thanks for everybody who has been subscribing to our YouTube channel here at Westpac Weather. We just hit 50,000 subscribers, so big thanks for everybody there. Let's talk about what's going on out there in the tropics today, though, where we do have an area of low pressure located out here just around the Sulu Sea. You have the inflow behind it right like that, and we are seeing those scattered showers across southern areas of Visayas through northern Mindanao. In fact, at this time, it does look like, Pagasa is calling this an area of low pressure. They do have heavy rainfall warnings basically from southern Luzon extending down here towards Leyte and Samar, all the way down there towards the Cebu area. Not to mention you got some pretty decent inflow wrapping and around behind this too. So there's a lot of moisture to be had. Now, I said that a few times, but simply put, despite the fact that this is not a typhoon, I do think we are going to be looking at some pretty decent flooding here just with those persistent scattered showers. And this is on top of already saturated ground. If you don't remember, I mean, it was just last week we already were talking about a serious flooding in these areas. State of calamity was issued for parts of Mindanao, so we got more moisture on top of that. Really, it's going to continue to create additional threats here. All right, so let's take a look at the forecast, and we'll go hour by hour here with you. Always remember the top right of the screen, that's where you can see that time stamps. And as we go through Thursday morning, this area actually starting to pull towards the west and really could wrap up decently just southeast of Vietnam. We could even get a tropical depression out of this, but even if we don't, you still have that troughing all the way behind it indicated here in that dotted white line, and that's going to really add up the precipitation from Cebu, eastern areas of Visayas, southeastern Luzon, and even interaction between the monsoon impacting northeastern Luzon across parts of Region 2 from Isabela over towards Cagayan. And then eventually by Thursday evening, really increasing the rainfall for southeastern Vietnam, including around Ho Chi Minh there, back towards Da Nang. You could even be seeing that increase in precip. I just want to take a closer view, though, at that inflow behind this, because really is some pretty decent rainfall that's going to be adding up there across central areas of the Philippines. And then we look further towards the west, where that rainfall chances really do start to increase for southeastern Vietnam in the second half of the upcoming week. And a bigger picture everywhere in the red indicating 50 millimeters or more. So yeah, it's a big rain event with this one, just thanks to that interaction with those monsoonal winds. And it just kind of giving you another idea. Let's pull back this picture and show what the wave tracking winds look like in the upper levels of the atmosphere, because this kind of gives you where that northeast monsoon is and how those winds are kind of wrapping and around behind this. And you can even see that here for northern areas of Luzon. See those winds coming in back towards the West Sea. Yeah, it's just that general easterly flow. Now, here's the one reason why I also point this out is because this just brings in an abundance of shear in this type of setup, which simply means that you're not going to be looking at intensification rapidly coming out of something like this. Now, that's a big question people do have, and for good reason. And every time we have a tropical low pressure area kind of in this area of the world, people do get concerned about that rapid intensification. But those northeasterly winds, which is setting up the threat of this persistent rainfall, counterly is reducing the threat of organized tropical development. So it's not so much about the wind with this at all, it's just that persistent rainfall coming in with it. And you can see that forecast here on Thursday for the Philippines. Southern Luzon, you got the rainfall back towards Manila as this lifts towards the north, and even parts of Region 2 over towards places like Pangasinan, definitely increasing those showers out there for you as well. Let's actually just kind of show this bigger picture here across first northeastern Asia, where you have all that heavy cold air from Ulaanbaatar to Beijing at -8. But then we're going to take a look down to southeastern Asia for Wednesday, basically Manila, Cebu, 26 degrees there. But let's look ahead into Thursday over towards, let's actually go to Cebu. That's what we're going to show right here with you guys. That scattered showers basically consistent here Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Do that inflow on the backside of this developing area of low pressure. So yeah, I mean, it's messy, but as long as you make those proper precautions, handle this correctly, I think everybody should be staying safe out there. Anyways, I do want to say a big thanks for everybody on Patreon who continues to support this channel. If you want to check that out, there's a link down below. Basically, everybody here, it gives a $2 to $10 a month, and it helps keep these channels updates, gives us some new updates and new graphics, things like that. Just makes these possible. Now, I know right now this is not peak time of year for said updates, but when that does come during typhoon season, I'll be sure to put out more videos, more information. And even if you just follow at Westpac Weather on our Facebook page, Twitter, wherever you are, yeah, hopefully these do help you out. Yeah, that's the big thing. Anyways, big thanks once again for everybody on YouTube who has been subscribing to the channel. We hit 50,000. My goal is one day, and that's the ultimate goal, is to get the gold plaque. It's not what it's about, but it's nice to have goals set. So hopefully one day we do get that. And if you want to help us reach that point, you can share this channel out to anybody that you think might find it useful. Anyways, that's all for today, guys. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay safe out there. It'll be a fantastic day.